Hello, my name is Megan Petta, and this is week 4 of Anatomy and Physiology. And this week, we are going to discuss the lymphatic system. And today is June 2nd. And so the primary function of the lymphatic system is to transport lymph, which is a fluid containing infection-fighting white blood cells. And the lymphatic system is a network of organs and tissues that help rid the body of toxins, waste, and unwanted materials that we end up building up in our system from just what we're eating, what we're ingesting, what we're breathing, what we use on our skin. So on average, the adult human has about 500 to 600 lymph nodes actually throughout their body. So it's actually a lot. So the first areas I'm going to point to the major lymph node regions. So we have the tonsils, which are actually in your mouth, the drain, the head and the neck area, the cervical lymph nodes, which are in your neck, the cervical spine, the thymus, which is in the center of the chest, auxiliary lymph nodes, which is in the armpits, the spleen, which is in the left side, the abdomen, also the small intestine, which is also the Peyer's patch region, also in the small intestine, the appendix, which is in the end of the cecum or the colon on the right side. And the flow of lymph actually correlates with the actual blood flow of the cardiovascular system, which we learned in previous chapters. So it it collects its fluid from the right side, the right atrium, pushes it to the right ventricle, and then moves up the pulmonary artery or pulmonary vein, and then it goes out to the systemic system, the left side of the heart, the left atrium, the left ventricle, and then pushes out through the aorta and the systemic system. So the flow of lymph goes from it's exchanged in the blood capillaries, then it goes into the interstitial spaces or interstitial fluid, then it goes to the lymphatic capillaries, which it's switching off into the lymph system and in the lymphatic vessels, which goes into the lymph nodes. Then the lymph nodes go into the lymphatic vessels, the lymphatic ducts, and then back to the junction of internal jugular and subclavian veins, which goes back into the blood. So it goes into the lymph system, gets cleaned out, and then goes back into the blood, just how deoxygenated blood goes into the heart, and then it gets oxygenized and then goes into the lungs, and then it pushes out to the systemic system to give us red blood cells that are oxygenated. And then the flow of lymph actually in the lymph node enters the convex side through afferent lymphatic vessels. The lymph flows through a number of sinuses inside the nodule, and then the lymph exits through efferent lymphatic vessels. And then if there's fewer efferent, then afferent vessels causes the flow of lymph to be clogged or slowed down. And then if the lymphatic system isn't working correctly, we end up getting swelling or enlarged lymph nodes. A lot of time when we're sick or have an increase of white blood cells, we do feel the swelling of the lymph nodes in the neck area, or we go through surgery, like of the lower limb, if we're not draining correctly, like if we have swelling in our legs or ankles from, say, an ankle repair surgery, we might have swollen glands in the inguinal area, or any type of hormonal changes also cause this. It could be armpit lymph node swelling, and it could be correlating to any type of infection in the area or any certain organ that correlates to that region. So thank you for tuning in.